So today I'm going to debunk the flat earth theory according to this guy's 200 reasons earth is flat. Reason 1. The horizon appears perfectly flat 360 degrees around the observer regardless of altitude. This is partial information in regards to proving if earth is flat or round. The statement can't be debunked but does not mean that earth is flat. More information is needed to determine. Here we go. I, like many flat earthers and globalists, thought that if because the earth is round, you should be able to see a curve. After careful reevaluation, I stand corrected. Clifford, you are right. I thought that I saw a curve in my drone video, but I found out that flying my drone in sports mode sometimes glitch and tilts the camera, as reported by several other users of the same drone. From our vantage point, whether on the ground, on a mountain, or even on an airplane, the horizon does appear to be flat. This statement, however, doesn't make it a fact that Earth is flat. Let me explain. Look at this styrofoam ball. If you cut a thin slice off, you get a round disc. The radius of a circle 360 degrees. This is what you see looking at the horizon. The edges don't curve, they run straight across our view. If the edges would curve, you wouldn't be able to make a perfect circle. That's why when you spin around, you see a straight line that comes back to join itself. You can't see the curve because of how small you are in relation to the size of the planet. You can calculate your distance from the horizon from any height by visiting metabump.org/curve. It also tells you how much of an object should be hit by the horizon. This is the observation deck of the tallest building in Houston, the J.P. Morgan Chase Tower, at 879 feet above the surface. The horizon is 36.31 miles according to the calculation. This is what it looks like on the globe. When you zoom out, you can see how small of an area it is. You should notice that the top slice of the ball is not flat. It curves down in all directions from midpoint. On this size of a sphere, the curve is obvious, but it is not obvious on Earth because of your size and elevation in relation to Earth. To a person standing 6 feet tall at the shore of an ocean or in the desert, the horizon is about 3 miles out. Change in vertical height is only about 1.5 feet. It is too subtle to see with the naked eye. But with a telescope, binoculars, or a camera with a good zoom, you can watch boats sail away behind the horizon, disappearing bottom first and sail last. Flat earthers claim that the ships aren't hidden by the curve, they are just at the limit of our vision, and zooming brings it back into view. To demonstrate, they use a boat that is near the horizon, not beyond it. Misinformation. To see the curve, you have to show a boat beyond the horizon. This is a ship that's close up. Why don't we look for more? Let's see. I'm looking and looking and looking. Where? Oh, there you go. There goes the ship. And it appears to be behind the water, behind the horizon. Why can't we see the bottom? Someone please tell me. Show this to your flat earth mates, please, and ask them to explain what's going on, because if this is not a curvature, I don't know what is. The camera is miles away, and you can still see the ship under the horizon. And when you zoom back out, it disappears. Here appears to be, again, another empty horizon. But as we start zooming in, boats begin to appear on the horizon. There's the wavefront edge. Let's zoom a little more. Zoom a little more. Here's the mirror line. Get a little closer. This is the mast of the boat and the bridge. That's the house, and that's the deck. The mast represents approximately 1/3 of the full height of the boat. Use it as a visual landmark. Half of the mast is 1/6 of the height. Here we see the ship passing behind another boat. Now, as you can see a sail in the background, the ship is in the midground, and the boat is in the foreground. You can't even see the bottom of that sailboat. All you can see is the sail. I wonder where that's at. Okay. Now, this boat coming in from the left appears to have distortion because of the water that's suspended. You see it look all messed up looking. You can't really make out what it is. If you notice, the ship is appearing to get smaller in the distance and is beginning to have distortion as well. Follow me, y'all. I know y'all see the bottom of that boat disappearing. It's not possible on a flat earth, man. Here we got a landmark we can go by. The boat keeps moving towards the back, keep getting smaller. Ship appears to be taller than the channel marker right now. I don't even have to talk. Y'all just watch. Just keep watching. The ship now appears to be shorter than the channel marker, if you notice. As it keeps moving further out, it gets smaller and it gets lower. Ship not even visible after zooming back out. Horizon appears to be empty. But let's zoom back in and it's not empty. What's the bottom half of it? Y'all see the boats in the foreground and y'all see the one in the background. And y'all can clearly see that the boat is not as visible as it was. What's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you. The ship went past the curve. Flat Earth debunked, y'all. That's what it is. It's debunked. Look at this. Like, explain it. You can't. There's no way you can explain this on flat Earth, but on a globe Earth, you can. And look, if it's not enough proof for you, let's take it to the sky. Check it out. Sunday, April 9th, 2017, in Perth, Australia. The sun is to set at 6:03 p.m. at 279 degrees west. In this video, I will show you a drone debunking that the sun projects light in a cone shape. On flat Earth, when the sun sets, we are outside of the cone because it's supposed to be out of our sight. By only climbing vertically and not getting any closer to the sun, you should not be able to see the sun on the flat Earth model. The claim is that the sun is shrinking as it's moving further away, and that's why we lose sight of it. If that's the case, the drone shouldn't be able to see it when it ascends, because the drone isn't getting any closer to the sun or zooming in. The drone is at 0.7 feet in elevation from the ground, 9.2 from the water, and 195 feet in front of him. As he climbs, the sun begins to be visible again. We just reached the maximum altitude of 1,147 feet. The sun is almost completely visible. As you can see, the altitude changed with the time of the sunset. The sun is not shrinking in size, it is just moving down. This is only possible with the old model. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. This is going to be part one in response to number one. I'm going to respond to the others. I'm going to try to put some of them together because a lot of these statements I found all relate to one another in some way. So, until next time.